Alright, yes, Sharoon. Check this out. I got something for you. The Most High, Ahaya Shar Ahaya, and the love of the Spirit, which is the Aheb Ruach Kadesh, the love of the Father, has for you. Now, when it comes down to the confusion of Babylon, it was in the tongue, right? That's where we were separated. Man was separated and divided. It's funny that I actually started research. That was the first thing I looked up today, was the word separated. And that would have been Badal, to divide and separate. And Agor, to gather. I think this is to gather. Hold on. Yeah, Agor, I think it's to gather. And Badal is, here, let me double check. But nah, yeah, let me just finish on this. To Safa. Now, what I realized is that when I was breaking it all the way down to the language, I said, okay, we got legion, language, okay? Like legion, for they are many. We got many languages, leagues of languages. This is Babylon, and we're all in confusion in language because they're saying things and they take it as slights, even though we're not speaking the same language. It's crazy, but it is. It's a best of times, worst of times language, a forked tongue language. Okay, so babbling. Now, one thing that I realized, I was like, well, if you put Yashaya, okay, Yashaya is salvation of Yah. Okay, so I said, okay, if you come back to one language, all right, right here, Genesis 1:11, all had one language. This is the sons of Noah after the flood. One language. All had the earth, one language, and one speech. All right. So language and speech are separate, but they're together. The language is the law. It says the earth and the language, one language. They had the earth, one language. All right. So it would be, and you see it says earth is Aries. All right, Aries. Now, what do we know about Aries? Okay, it says it's from Eretz, but it says Aries. Ha is the, Ha Ares, Aries. Okay, so now you know where they landed, right? North America. All right, so they had one language and one speech. Now Aries would be out of what you were calling Greece, or Helen today would be Greece, and Greece means Helen, Hellas, hell. And then what do we know about hell? We know Aries, hell, okay, Who is that? Like a brother of Hercules? Hercules is the son of Hera. Ulysses, Dracula, son of dragon. Okay, do you understand that? Ulysses, son of Zeus. And that's where it started today. Celsius and Fahrenheit. I looked up and I saw this sign and it said Kiwi Gava, and it had a big C on it, right? And in the C you can kind of see an S because it kind of makes a leaf. It's a Celsius drinking sparkling water sign. So then I looked down and I saw the word Celsius, and I said, wait a second, it's not Celsius, it's Celsius. Zeus. Celsius. 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 Okay. It's the same thing as Jesus. Anyway, it's they have ways of doing this, man. 7 ways till Sunday of doing this. But anyway, let's go back. I don't have to show you the sign since I just described it to you. Okay. Because you can see it vividly from the way that I speak. Now check this out, man. Okay, they had one speech in all of the earth, one speech in one language, one Safa, one Dabar, one Dabar. Dabarim is Dabar. Speech, word. What is Yah? The word. Okay. What is his angels? They are speech. They are words. Okay? They are many. Legions. When Yeshua said, I can snap my finger and have legions at my side. Bam. When the strong man in the grave was possessed by a legion, he sent legion off the edge into the sea. A legion. And then you had re-legion come up out of that. The beast out of the sea, because they were beasts before they went in. Alright. So, the thing is, Safa. Now, what you see is with this word, we actually say this word in English. But you don't understand. Check this out. I'll let you know. It's in Latin. And I guess it's there. Savior, salvation, Safa, okay, one, Yan, Safa, one is like, okay, so how do you say one? You can say Safakad. Yakid, only one solitary. Safayashid, Safa Nazir. Do you combine the two? Safa Dabar. No, it has to be one. He said, so the body, like, you have to have when the eyes become whole. Okay, what you say and what you say it by becomes one. You understand? So when your language is according to your speech, when the law is according to the words, when the man is according to Yah, the law of the land, nature obeys. The universe, everything is flowing as one at that time. But if you're divided, if you're speaking outside of it, if you're Babylon, then you're not whole. Okay? So let's say whole. Kol. Safa kol. Safa shalom. Safa shalem. Safagur. Remember, that was the first thing to bring together. Here we go. Agor. I was thinking it was like Al Gore, but it's Agor. Azur Agor. Gathered. And that's the horn. Safagur. Speech that gathers, harvest. To harvest, that's what the word is. It's a sword. To gather. Okay. So, Safagur. And gathers. Agor in the summer. Okay. Agar. Agur. Agar. Safagar. Alright. So we have Safa and Dabar. Dabar, Agar, Safagar. We gotta make it one. We gotta make it whole. Gathering. Moshe was a so Moshe is a savior. Sapphire, savior. Sapphire is blue. Dang, I just didn't. This is getting somewhere. Because, okay. And we've already seen. So, okay, Dabar, Yashaya is the Dabar, the word. The Safar is what we're saying. We're saying savior. This is crazy. In his Yashaya, and then you have Sapphire. That's crazy. See, I'm just hearing all this as I go. Like, if you follow the word, you just see, like, you see the badal, you see the divide, you see the separate. You understand that? You see the consecrated, the set apart, the set aside. Badal. I think he even did that from the beginning. No, was it? Was Badal from the beginning? Was it a Genesis thing? Amos. Not that, but separate. Well, it would have said it up there, actually. It does say Genesis 1 and 7. And he divided Yabadel right here. Or, no, that's divided. Is it separated? Yep. It was 9:14 in the beginning. So the thing is, you see the badal, you see the darkness from the light. You see, this is the point. Not understanding the darkness from the light was my last video. And I said the darkness does not understand the light inside. And that's what the Bible is. The Babble is. Babylon. That's what the word is. Okay? I shouldn't say the word. My bad. That's different. That's what the world is. And I guess also the word, because that's what we're speaking in English, and in Hebrew is dabar. Is the dabar, or the imra. Imra and dabar. The imra is the commandment, the word, and the speech. And notice it's 565. All you got to do is add Yah in there, and you got the code for the DNA for mankind. The Yah is 10. Yod. Yod He Vav He. Yod is 10. He is 5. 5 is 6. He is 5. So, and his commandment, his word, like this is utterance, speech, word, all of that. All right. All right. So, man, look at that one. Your word I have treasured. Not your word, your imra I have treasured. Your imra I have hidden in my heart. My heart have your imra. Imrateka. Imrataga. It's there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you got to bring it all together. You got to draw it. See, my first, if you go way back years ago, this is what I was on right here. The Imra was one of the first videos that I made about learning Hebrew and speaking the word, and learning that we are speaking Hebrew in English, because English is Babylon of multiple languages, but it's not, and it's kind of one. It's kind of one, because in other tongues people can understand what we say, but they don't understand it the way that we think it. That's the point. And therefore, you are not getting the desired effect when you speak to them. And therefore, there's confusion, which creates separation, which creates war. And that, my friend, is the darkness not understanding the light. that is inside of all man. Okay. The word that is in all man. Alright? So, at that point, you have to look at it and realize that when we're saying Savior, all right, so it's just like saying Zeus, you know what I mean, instead of saying Yashaya. You understand? So it's like saying Greece instead of Yayan or Yonya. Yonya was the first name of it. It's Noah's children. Remember, Noah's children had one language, even though they were on all the land. Do you understand that? And obviously, somewhere along the line, they must have decided, because they had the language and they had the keys to the language. You understand that? And that they were worshipped as gods. So, do you understand that? That's why Greece was called brother of Yah, Akaya. That's why it was called Helen, Hell, Hells. That's why the earth is called Aries. Okay? So do you understand why Revelation 6 and 8, when you got death and Hades coming in, like that's the original two. That's darkness and light together. You can see right through Hades. You don't even know you're in it. Death, pale horseman. You know what I mean? So, like, pretty much black and white, I suppose. Like monochrome, I suppose. Like no more color, I suppose. No more color TV. No more illusions. Things become clear. Like I said, Hades, death in Hades. And that's when they start talking about fake news stops happening and real news starts happening. And when you say noose, you already know what my teachings. It's not my teachings. It's the truth about the word itself. I'm just laying it flat out there for you to let you know. News is the noose. Period. Station is a station. An anchor man is an anchor man. A host is will hoist. Okay. Headlines. Alright, pretty much. So that's why Death came out and said fake news. Because the real news has come to town. He's invested in it. He is the harbinger. And if you notice, that was around the same time Jonathan Kahn came out with his book, The Harbinger. Kind of funny. Jonathan Kahn, the grace of Kahn, the grace of the king. That's what that means. Or Yah's graceful king, I suppose. Jonathan Kahn. Interesting. With everybody comes in the name, but you know, all are calling, many are calling, few are chosen. Few will answer. Like, a lot of people have the names, but you know, when the name shows up, you can't complain. Time after time again, time and time again, time and a half. This is what it's all about, guys. So, at the end of the day, what did he say? He said, he said, like the way that we say Savior, it kind of goes with sheep. Shefa, Safa, sheep, save, Sava. Chef is the lion, or Shefin is the king. Okay, so we have a language, like I said, that is very slight. You go a little bit one way, you're far removed. You understand? Like I said, that's how the confusion happens. That's how Babylon happens. Okay. What I wanted to see was, now I know another word that means separated also is Kadesh. It's to be consecrated. But all Kadesh is whole at the same time. That was what I was wondering, why it didn't even show those. Oh, maybe it does. I didn't go down enough, did I? Yep, there it goes. Alright. Apartness, consecrated, set apart. Alright, so that was, when you come to this part, this is obviously like Yashaya, you know what I mean? So that was what I really was thinking about today when I was like, what should I make my video about? And I was just like, well, I was trying to find in the concordance how well, not the concordance. I was trying to find how things are written, because Yashaya would mention things things are wrote down and written. Now, if you understand in our language, you have the left and the right, right? Okay. So you see how much we apply that word, right? Wrote, written, rights. Okay, do you understand like how important that word is? So here's what I'll say, because it just appeared to me. It became Kadesh because it already is Kadesh, always, now, and forever. Ahaya Shar Ahaya. That's what that name means. Okay. So Ashar to go straight, go on, to advance. Bless, call him bless, call him bless, call you bless, call her bless, call me bless, call bless, direct, guide, guided, happy, proceed, reprove. Okay, to go straight on the way, understanding, to lead on, set right, righting, right. Or Rashar, to be straight. Widest sense, especially to be level, right. Okay, right. He always wants everybody to be right. Do you understand? How do you write on paper? Okay. Do you understand what this word applies to? You see how much, how this word is applied. Look at it. Look at the range of this word, ashar. So when he said it's good, that's what it means. It's good. It just means it's good. He's good. Look, you can go to the other one. Hold on, what's this? See, that's what another thing that I was looking at, the own. The own is kind of like, I'm gonna end it on that, but because that's what I was trying to say, Safayon, savior, or salvation. But anyway, but even shun would be yan, Zion, John. Okay, do you get it? So anyway, here, and that's how Yakanan, Yashanan, Yakanan, and that's what I'm still trying to figure out. When is the C and S in Hebrew? When is the CH that type of a sound in Hebrew? Because it's weird. So this is Ashur. No, not Ashur. We're at Ashar. Nope. How many is? Alright, what happened? Let me go back over here real quick. Because they separate this word, if I'm not mistaken, right here. Bam. See, they got it up here at 6,238. Down here is 833. And that's where we were stuck between Ashur and Ashar. And this is what they try to tell you is Ashur is a higher, is Iye, Ashur, Iye. And that's what they try to tell you in English is his name. But sure enough, it's not Ashar the same way. Do you understand? Like Ashar is his name. I'm trying to tell you, Yashar, because Yashar is the same. Yashar is straight, smooth, right, good. Alright, and that's where you have his son, Yashaya. Alright, you get it? So we have, and that's what we're saying, it is written. Alright? So we'll say Yashar, we just add a Y, because Ahaya Yashar Ahaya. Okay? Bam. Straight, right, smooth, right, get on the right hand. And Yeshurun, what is the name of Yaakov? Yaakov was called Yeshurun. That's his name. It ain't Israel. It's not. It's Yeshurun. I'm trying to tell you, the same way that it's not Jesus, it's Yashaya. It's not Israel, it's Yeshurun. Okay? It's not Hebrew, it's Ahebruach. And it's Kodesh. Yeshurun Kodesh. Okay? Yashaya Kodesh. Kadish. Kadash. Ahaya Shara Ahaya Kadash Kadosh Kadesh. You understand? Ahebruach Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. Ruach Kakma Kadash Kadash Kadosh. You understand how they're set apart? They're holy, they're consecrated. They are the word. Like, that's period. You know what I mean? And Moshe from Mishar, from Yashar, Mishar, Yashar. Do you understand that? Yashar, Mishar, Yashaya to Moshe. You know what I mean? Like, so here you go, man. The whole point of the lesson was, we started out saying, how is written applied? Because everything was spoken. Said before Abraham, Ahaya. That means always. You know what I mean? And then now, Ashar, and forever. Okay. So when you say Yashar, it's now. It's this. It's right. It's this is right. It's this is right now. Okay? Always, now, and forever. Smooth, agreeable, direct, esteemed, right, evenly applied, fixed straight, good, looks good, good looks, makes his smooth, good looks. Make the smooth looks, make it look smooth. Make your straight, make your smooth look straight, make your straight smooth, make your straight smooth, make your straight pleasing, right, smooth, straight, look straight. So be smooth, straight, and right. You understand? Like Imra was how it was splendid, how it was the word, it was the speech, and the commandment. See, it seems that the word is the Safa, and then that was the speech, and then, or the language is the Safa, and then the speech was the Dabar. But together, it was the Imra. It's whole. The 565. You understand? So, and that's the commandment. The Yashar. Do you see 474 up in there? Okay. But Yashar has the 3. The whole, the complete number right there. Boom. Yah. Alright? So that's how he's all encompassing. It's all together. Right now. This is right. Alright? Good is right. Ashar is Yashar. Okay? Salvation, Yashaya, is Yashar. Only the righteous shall achieve salvation, Yashar. Yesharun. Okay? So to be called by this, to be known Yoyada by Yah. Yah knows. That's what you want. Yoyada. Everybody wants to be Yoyada at the end of the day. Yoyada. Either way you want to say it. But you gotta be Yashar. You gotta be Yashar. You gotta call him by his name. And everybody is outside of that, going over to the, that's what I'm saying. You guys are in the J's and the Rooses and the Celsiuses and the Jesuses. And I'm like, you guys are going to war over this and killing each other and don't see that that's what separates you. It's a double-edged sword, because people that understand and people that don't understand both speak it, because one wants it to go that way, because that's why they set it up. Like I said, the language is divided, right? So what's a double-edged sword do? All right. The Legion was one, and then he went into many pigs. Boom, divided. Then he jumped into the ocean and became 10,000 leagues under the sea, from 200 pigs or 300 pigs, like the 200 freaking angels on the one mountain, Mount Harmon. So you see how it plays out in microcosm, on the cosmos. You understand? And how did he do it? By the word. He commanded it by the Imra. Boom. And they knew who he was before, like, anything. They were like, they called out to him. You know what I mean? So, and they can only do what he allows. That's why they ask. It's like seeing, it's like seeing the man with the keys walk by and they asking to be let out. And that's what it is. And that's what it talks about in Revelations. Like, the dragon is let out for a time. And you got religion. That's what I'm talking about. It's confusion. Because what you have after that, you have schism. Bam. Same way that happened when they came in and went out. And they doing the same thing. When they do that as above, so below thing. You know what I mean? Shoot. It's no joke, man. Those cats are not playing. Like I said, look at the words all around you. Look at what you're drinking. Look at what you're drinking. Watch the water. You know what I mean? Watch what you're drinking. You're drinking Celsius over here. And I ain't mad at Celsius. Like I said, it's not Celsius. That's the way that we're... Do you understand how we're pronouncing words? We blasphemy. We blasphema. We blasphemers by speaking the language and communicating through it, because it's not alone when we speak it. You think that you're giving a gift, but you're also giving a curse. That's why they rap to you like that. You understand? That's why they deliver it to you like that. You understand? And that's the way that they command to you. Also, your authority, it's the same way. You got to understand on the same level with them, if not above, to where they can call on you to help them out. If you ain't no help to them, they have no use for you. I'll tell you that. Daniel had a use even through the fire. You understand? And do you understand? Here we go. I just found a use for this word. Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit was created, temperature scale 1753, named by Gabriel Daniel. Through the fire. Do you understand? We use Fahrenheit versus Celsius, right? We use meters versus kilometers, yards. There's a schism. You understand? We use English and Latin to lie hidden, a forked tongue, versus Ahebruach, Kadesh, Kadosh, Kadash. Ahebruach, Kakma, Kadosh, Kadash, which is what you call Hebrew. Like, y'all got no clue. You call in Hebrew, but even then in your Hebrew, you still have that, like, influence of... No matter what book you go to, there's a twist, but the light is in the dark. That's the point. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. You know what I mean? Don't be Ya'ash. Ya'ash is hopeless. And you understand that the Fahrenheit has been going down steadily, steadily, steadily. Look at this. Trends of Fahrenheit. It just keeps getting lower and lower. From the time it was created, it reached its peak in 1950. Boom! What was that? What was that? It was around the same time people started getting them fevers. 1944. Interesting. You got like Fahrenheit 9/11. It's kind of funny. Interesting. Very interesting. Because what we just looked up, Genesis 9/11 and 119 and 11. It was kind of hard to get that out. The legions, son, the legions. You got to keep them in control. You got to let them out, and you got to bind and loosen. You got to have a way of loosening the word, releasing the word, and binding the word in proper order in order to communicate the light in the dark. Expand the light, kindle the light. To what are the ears to a man? What is faith? Only by hearing. If only by hearing, then you know what I mean? Like, the words gotta come correct. You understand that? Like, the swords can't be stabbing. You know what I mean? You gotta make soft so that the person doesn't break. Life is fragile. Life is gentle. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, when it comes to the wind. Look at the hurricanes. People find that out real fast. Look at the tornadoes. People find that out real fast. Look at the angels. People find that out not as fast, but because they don't understand that the angels are words. It's speech. When you speak, if the word is Yah, okay, and Yah is the owner of all words, okay, everything was created by the word, so the angels are the messengers of Yah. Alright? But when you start worshiping the dang words that are not Yah, the way that He gave it to you, then, you know, that's when you have idols. You understand? Like, you gotta put away the idols, man. Like, these idol words that don't serve. They go to the root of the matter. They don't go to the darkness and the depths and be light for you. How would the darkness be light for you? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. Either it's not dark and you perceive it as the opposite, or you're taking it for you know, the wrong way, or something else. But you can't make good out of evil. You have to wash with the light, purify with the light. Only what is purified, because with evil corrupts. So there is something inside. There is light inside, but it's not the darkness. It is light. It's just, evil is like a veil. The darkness is a veil, a veil. Baal. When Baal is removed, when the veil is removed, revealed, rebelled, revealed, revelations, rebel. Revelations. I don't know if that's how that's said, but I do know that that's what it is. That's why, like, there's an emphasis on the V, how it plays. V is a word, or it's not a word, it's a letter that is extremely versatile. If you want to say that, like, that was just laid out there. Come on, you know, like, that's a layup. That's what you call a layup. That was, yep, that one's easy. That was kind of a prayer too at the same time, but that's what you're given. Like, when you search, like, when you really care, it's just gonna get to the root of it, you know. So the versatile Bereshit El. See, there you go again. Now you get back to Genesis, because Genesis is Bereshit, Reshith. If you look it up, it's Bereshit. The beginning, the sheath, ray sheath. Oops. In the beginning. See, I say in the beginning is bare sheet. It's the first word. It's like, you understand? Like, so I say bare sheet. In the beginning. So, yeah, man. Bara. Bere. Okay, so you understand how, what I'm saying, like how versatile the word from the beginning. It's just like that, man. It's just like that. Two words that don't even seem nothing nowhere near, but they say and sound the same. Created and in the beginning as a whole as a whole phrase, and then it's right next to the word create in the. So do you understand? Like, it's just no way that it's no way that I'm making this up. You understand? Like, it's laid out like that, and that's the way it is. Always, now, and forever, he is Ahaya Shahaya. Right, written, wrote, saved. So Yashar is salvation. What is written? What is written? That is the whole point of this whole thing. What is written? When you burn something, okay, how did he write the 10 commandments? He scorched the dang mountain to do it. All right, shouldn't say the dang mountain, the holy, the Kadosh mountain, the Kadash mountain, the Kadesh mountain. Okay, Dakota, who knows? Black Hills, who knows? All right, anyway, so he scorched it. All right, so what is written? All right, Yashaya is how you save. So when he kept saying it is written, I gotta do this because this is written down. And what is my whole thing? It's all about what is written, period. I'm not making this up. I am sent because it is written. It says that we will come. Brothers in the futures will do greater miracles than I. Okay. So therefore, yes, I have done things that people have questioned me, and I've already had my videos. I told you years ago. You go look them up. But anyway, it's on my channel. You're on the channel. Anyway, so it's written, Yashaya, the salvation of Yah, means it is written. Okay? It means that. That's what he was saying. It is written. So if it's written, he's saying that's my name. He said that at the end, in Revelations, at the very end, it tells you, oh, for all the things that he did, there's not enough trees in the world to make books to write all the deeds that he did. To write. To Yashar. To Ashar. To Yashar. To Yashaya. To write it. To make it smooth. To make it clear. To make it straight for you. To make a way for you. There's not enough in the world. He said there's more in me than there is in all. There's more of he in me than there is in all of the world. Alright? So, on this note, guys, I wanna I wanted to do the 1. I want to see if I can get back to 1. See if I can get back to 1. Let's get into this. Let's see, man. Iron sharpens iron. Proverbs 27:17. That means a lot to me for some reason. 2300. So, yeah. There is there's alien, but that's kind of like where I think we get the word 1. Most. And elevation. Okay. A lot going on. Anyway. Okay. Whew. So oh no, I might have just cut this video. I'm not finding. I think that's what it was, but I think I saw. Obviously, Kadosh is 1. That's what I was saying. Kadosh is 1. And we're heading on 1 hour and 30 seconds. So I'm gonna cut this video. I think I've elaborated. Oh, go back to Genesis 11. It was 11 and 9. It was Genesis 11, 9, 1, 11. It was Genesis 11, and it was like, what was it? It was Genesis 1:11 or 1:19. It didn't work like that. Was it 100? No, it was, man. Okay. We looked up Safar. Safa. Okay. The same language. All right. Oh, I just go look it up over here. This is what I was saying. I was like, they all had one language. Had one. Huh? They used two different words. I just see that. Am I seeing that? One. A hot. No, there's the same. 259. A cod. One accord. A cod. That's what we're saying in English. Accord. One. It's a cod. A cod. And that's what I was saying. Is it a shad? But it's a cod. What? Echad. 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 From Akkad, a numeral from Akkad as ordinal. Okay. Safa, it says a hot. The same. The same. Hadim. Dabar, Hadim, Ahadim, but it's the same word. How do you get accord to Ehad to Ahadim? And they're right there next to each other. That's what I was saying. I'm like, what it? This is how it is though sometimes. This is like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I see this. You can see that it's written. Boom. You see the ha, the ah. You see the ah, the ox and the ox. I guess this is the ha. And then this is where it gets tricky. The deen. What is that? It's not there. The D is there. So what? It seems it's more Adim than Akkad. That's, well, Akkad will be a D at the end. The Dean. How is it the Dean? Ahadim. Why is it broken down like that? Ahadim. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where does this word come to play like that? Let's go over here real quick. Let's go back in here and we go down here, and we can see how many different ways it plays. Ahad, Ahadim, Ahad, Be'ahad, Ke'ad, Ha-Ahad, Le'ahad, Me'ahad, Uke'ahad, Ule'ahad. So it's Ahad. That's the only thing I'm seeing that's really constant. Ahad and Ahad. And then over here it's just Ahadim. So I get it. The Deem is just like, I get that part now. So it's Had. Wait. Had. Let's look that up real quick. I saw Dabar. So I'm not seeing it. Had. If I just put the A in front, you already know I'm going back. No? Ahad don't even come out. Alright, let's go back. I'm getting far removed. So 1. Alright. We go to Yashub, we come back, we return to 1. Ekad. So, do you understand when y'all say God, I guess, this is maybe where you're going. Well, this is more so it. When you guys are saying God, you're more so saying this word. Ekad. Kad. But at the same time, I was saying Kadosh, Kadash, Kadesh, Kad, code. Code is what? Alright? So These damn bugs don't learn. Okay. This is one. Okay. This is how he separated the sheep. Kadash. Set apart. Kadesh. Okay, so let me go back. If I'm not mistaken, I saw some K's up in here, man. I ain't tripping. This has become a long video, but pretty much, man, Seeker's fine, man. Like, I found this here, but I'm not that satisfied. I understand, but the K is the Q and the Q is the K. There's the C. There's the double D. There's a lot going on when it comes to that. I'll go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. You go back and hear they shit. Say it all over here. But they don't. Oh yeah, they do. But there's a lot of different ways of saying these words. Like, that's the point. Like I said, when I say holy, Kadash, Kadosh, Kadish, Kadash, Kadesh. Mikdash. The Ruach. The beer. Holy of Holies. The beer. That's why I said Yashaya will be the bar. And the Safa would be like Legion, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I'm just saying, like, you know, there's a dealing. Something's happening between them being separate, but them being one. I still didn't find it. I did not find the K in here. Oh, it's a Y. We'll all go the same, I suppose. There's a way, there's a way, there's a way. Okay, I guess we'll end it on that. We'll end it on that, man. Like, so we had one language with Noah's children, Safa, one language, one speech, Dabar. Okay, it says on that in that book, the way that it's written, it is written Ikad, one. Okay, Ekadosh, is that how we should say it? Ekadosh, because do you see it? That's why I said Kad is Ikad. You know what I mean? And what do we see? It said Had, and Hat, Ahat, and Ahad, Ahad. It kept going between those two and three or whatever. So we see that that's the root. That this thing is tripping, man. Where are these things coming from? These nymphs are all over the place. They're just crawling. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I hope they just falling out the tree or something. But this is ridiculous. Keep my hood on up out here. Alright. So we have, that's what I was saying. You have to find how to put Aheb Ruach Kadesh. When you see it as Hebrew, that's just the Babylon. You know what I mean? When you see it as the Bible, that's just the body. You understand? Like, the light is inside, and it will explain how to form the outside, how to perform the outside. Made in the image, but now performing in the image. You know what I mean? Like, when you can do what you say. Oh, like a shot caller, like a baller, which y'all looking up to nowadays. But anyway, no, not like them, but, you know, like the word. One who is like Yah, meek, Haya. Okay. At the end of the day, guys, you gotta put this all back together. It is broken. It's a puzzle. It's a piece. It's a mystery. You gotta put it all together. It is written. You gotta put the words that you say today with what is written back in the day for you, because it is saved. What is written is saved. The words that you speak is saved also. There is a and the laws that we go by is saved too. So you got to bring it all together. Holy, one, Kadosh, Kadash, Kadesh, and set it apart from what is outside, the confusion, and keep it holy. Keep it. You know what I mean? When you get the truth, you got to keep the truth. You can't let somebody on a Super Bowl Sunday just come strip you of it, and then you lose everything that you're sitting on top of over some Vegas type shit. You understand? And that's how they get you. Get you to sell out for a meal. Sell it for a meal, because you don't understand Celsius. Celsius. What time it is? What's the temperature? They checking your temperature. Alright, that's what the bet is. Getting pretty hot out there. Hell is supposed to be cold, but obviously Yeshaya brought the fire.
Alright? And it's been Aries since the beginning out here. Like I said, it's just been clear. You can't see it. It's a mystery. It's all in the tongue. It's all, the power is there. The understanding has to be there. The Ruach, the Spirit. The Spirit works with or without you. You just gotta know when the Spirit is working with you, or when you're working with the Spirit, the Ruach, which is meaning you understand what you're saying. When you say one word, you're calling on all the words. You understand that? Kadash, Kadesh, Kadish, Kadosh. Do you understand that? You're calling on all the words. For real though. You're calling on all the words. Is the root. The denominative form, the denominator from Kodesh okay, is from an unused word. How are you gonna have set apartness and sacredness, holy, and most part things from an unused word, and it says from Kadash, from Kadash? Well, see, like I said, this is how you gotta pay attention. When you call on one, you call in on the other. And that's how they say it. When they don't use Yeshaya's name. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. They say Isaiah, but they don't use Yeshaya's name. They say Jesus, but they won't use Yeshaya's name. They say all types of names. Joshua, they'll say anything outside. But they're not gonna call on Yeshaya, because Yeshaya is Ahaya Shara Ahaya. You call on one, you're calling on the other. Okay? So Yeshaya would be the way that he says he is in me and I am in he, like now, always, and forever. Like, that's what you got to understand. Like, so he is like neither. He is kind of the denominative, but from the Father at the same time. Because, like, the Word is Him. And He is the Word. All things created through and nothing without. So, you understand? Alright, so we've been in an hour and 24 minutes. I'm calling this video. On that note, we just want to pay attention to how when we see things and say things, you have to check yourself. And if you can't, if you see that you're saying something that makes you stumble and causes man to stumble, maybe you realize it and man doesn't. There's a lot going on out there. A lot of people walk past a freaking what do you call it, a gas leak. You can't see it, but you can smell it. A lot of people will walk by, but a few people will recognize and say, hey, this ain't right. You know what I mean? Everything don't pass inspection just because it's out in your face.
them about it. Alright? Especially when it comes to war. Alright? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You want to make sure that you check it. What you're saying to make sure with the words, with the Ruach, with I have Ruach Kadesh, the love of the Spirit. Don't go in without the love of the Ruach. You know what I mean? The love of the Father, the understanding, love of the understanding. You know what I mean? Let that guide you. And you can't be mistaken. You can't be fooled. Nah, not this time. Alright, on that note, to the Rabbi High Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Rabbi Shai Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Rabbi Hebrew Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, Pinamashima Yeshaya Hama Aseh Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, Anami Amen.